Peace and blessings, everyone. I'm just going to be before you a quick moment. I'm on talking about the elections, all the activity around the 2020 election. Now, typically, don't really speak on that on my platform, but my platform is about empowerment and encouragement and informing my people what is going on. And I'm sure I don't have to necessarily inform you all of what's going on out there with the election. But as I was watching all of the news reports and surfing through social media, it just became very apparent to me that I just needed to say something. Not for you, but for me. I wanted to say something to get it off of my chest or just even communicate some things that I was thinking about. Now, I'm not coming in the embodiment of an opinion, but as an observation only. Well, maybe my observation may have a little bit of opinion in it, but as I was surfing through social media and different channels like that, I realized that a lot of people were like, I don't want to vote. I didn't want to vote for either candidate or anything like that. And that's your right, that's your prerogative. But what I say about that is we have a lot of people that fought for the right and even lost their lives for the fact that that we can vote. And I'm so grateful for that. But fast forward to nowadays, again, it's your prerogative to do that. But I'm just thinking about all the things that I've been listening to and reading out there, and you know, those people that say that Christians shouldn't be voting for Biden because of the abortion situation, because of the LGBTQ situation, and so on and so forth. I get it. I understand that. And truly, I am a woman of God and a Christian. But the thing about it is, if that's not your belief, that's not your belief. And you do have to, in my observation opinion, you do have to weigh out the two candidates that we had to choose from. Now, the way I see it is if I'm looking, and I'll suggest to take yourself out of the center of it and look from the outside looking in. So if I'm looking from the outside, because this is on behalf of us, right? Everybody, America. If I'm looking from the outside in, I would see it as I would look at the two candidates and think about what's going on. We are very busy at being so morally right that we get it personally wrong. And the reason why I say that is even prior to the election, Trump was talking about voter fraud and all this, that, and the other, you know, and no one has found that to be true. And then he puts up a wall and board up things that could incite violence, because what that tells me is that if you lose, then you're going to be mad and you may start something. I don't know. That's just my observation. I just think about, again, observing the two candidates. And let me just tell you, we don't personally know either one of them. Well, I can't say absolutely, because somebody that may be listening to this may know both of them personally. But let me just, for grins and giggles, let me just say that maybe we don't know either one of those two candidates, Biden or Trump, personally. So now we have to judge the character from what we see. And from my vantage point, what I see is that I see one person that's more caring and one person that really shows you that he doesn't care at all. And I'm just going by the character, what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing, what I have experienced over 4 years. Someone that personally have lost family and friends to this COVID-19, it really aggravates me that the government knew about it and did nothing to stop it. Maybe they didn't cause it, but they didn't do anything to stop it either. And then it becomes a selfish gesture, if you ask me. But you didn't ask me. This is my observation. So I'm just giving my observation. But we just really have to be smart about the things that we see and do and say. And we always want to put the title, if you are a Christian. It doesn't make you any less of a Christian because you may agree with someone that may do something opposite of what the Christian does. They may just not know. They may have not been taught, or that may not be their beliefs, but do you completely cancel that person out? No. And that's both sides of the fence, meaning that's Republican or Democrat, whatever the candidate is. But what I do know for sure is I remember when President Obama it was his last year, and Justice Scalia passed away, and it was time to replace a Chief Justice. They told him that not during an election year, and the Democrats, went along with it. But then when Chief Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, I promise you the woman's body wasn't even cold, and there was already a nominee. You have to look at it, be observant, and wonder what in the world is going on. There is no justice, no fairness in this whole thing. And then I started thinking about me on the outside looking in. Instead of us fighting against one another, we should be coming together and fighting together and trying to get some of these old policies changed. When I was thinking about this whole thing, I started thinking about the sons of Issachar being prepared for the set times. As a generation of people, we are not prepared. We need to get some of these old policies. These policies have been in existence forever, it seems like. I personally, this is my opinion, my observant opinion, there should be a term limit even on the Congress and the Senate, because I don't think at a certain point in time they can withstand the set times. And I'm not being ageism. It's just as something that, even personally, as we grow, we may not even do certain things that a younger person would do. So that's just really my keen observation on that. So, like I said, I wasn't going to be before you all long. I just wanted to give my observation. I just wanted to put some things on our minds about how we need to observe, take a step back, take a look in, and really recognize some of the things that we may be, ranting and raving about, and then maybe coming together and helping one another out and really be Christians, as some people are saying that we're not, and really coming together and loving one another, but understanding. Yeah, that's what it was. Everybody was like, we're missing, if you voted for Biden, you're really missing what the real enemy is. Says who? Says who? Again, we don't personally know either candidate, or maybe, I don't know nobody that personally knows them. But anyway, nevertheless, who is the real enemy? Could it be you? Could the enemy be you against yourself? Because you have certain ideas and outdated opinions and so on and so forth. I don't know. I'm not saying that necessarily. But what I'm saying is that I think that we should truly take a step back and look inside and then look inward and see what we can do to contribute to making a change and making a difference and voting our conscience and voting what really, and not necessarily the conscience, but what really, what how the truth actually shows up and not the inherited truth. And what do I mean by that? I mean what we've been told to believe from ages, but how the truth actually really shows up in our life and how it will benefit us in the set times to come and in the present times that we live in. That's all. I just wanted to encourage everybody. I just wanted to come forth and just say something. This is usually not my platform, but I just wanted to say something. And for what it's worth, the election is over, but every opportunity, every chance you get to vote, go vote. And every time you don't know how to vote, just consider how the candidates are making you feel and how it really represents what timing you're in. And now I understand when God was showing me the sons of Issachar, it's really we have to vote according to the set times and how the candidate will bring us forth in those times. Well, be blessed. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you listening to me. Bye for now.